Hi everybody, my name's Andy. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I talk a lot about sex and relationships on this channel, which is a good reason to subscribe. I make videos every single week. You might learn something. Stick around. This week I'm going to ask a very poignant question, and that is, what does love feel like? You tend to get asked this a lot. When do you know you've fallen in love? Well, let's start off by working out what love isn't. Love isn't infatuation. Infatuation is short-term and usually sexual or romantic attraction to somebody. When I say short-term, I mean not a long-term relationship-based kind of feeling. And you might feel infatuation a lot or never. A bit like if you feel romantic or sexual attraction a lot or never. You often get it with celebrities or people you've seen in a show or on the internet or somewhere else where you have kind of suddenly think you really want to meet them and really want to speak to them, and they'll absolutely fall in love with you and everything will be fine, happy together. Of course that doesn't happen. But the point is that that's more infatuation than it is love, right? And there are times when infatuation can become love, and there's an argument that that would of course have been love all the time, but infatuation basically ends after a relatively short period of time. Love is also not finding somebody sexy. I find a lot of people sexy. I don't fall in love with them, and I'm not infatuated with them either. It is definitely a separate thing. So just finding somebody attractive doesn't necessarily mean you're in love, yeah? I think we can all agree on that. I, for one, like the attractiveness of this light which has just come on the background here. I'm not in love with it because it means that I'm now got no continuity. That's going to change again, but I'm sure we can all agree that it's lovely to look at. But it's also going to be short term because it's going to fade away any second now. Okay, so it's not infatuation and it's not finding somebody sexy. So what about just romance? Well, I'm sure romance has something to do with it, but for me, it's not just being romantic with somebody. You know, I like romance, but I have romantic kind of ideals with a few people. Don't necessarily love them. And if you're a long-term partner with somebody, the romantic bit tends to be at the beginning and fades away over the time. Not for everybody, but for a lot of people. Surely it's not the romance then, because otherwise all couples who stay together for a long time, are in love for all that time, would have romantic attachment for the entirety of their relationship. So it can't be love. So all these feelings you get from being sexually attracted to somebody, from being romantically attracted to somebody, from a bit of infatuation with somebody, are they altogether love? Well, in many ways yes, but in other ways no. Of course there are loads of types of love, of course. I mean, you love your mum and your dad, mostly. You love your siblings. You love your family, like your nephews and nieces and sons and daughters and others in your immediate family. You love them, don't you? So if you love them, what qualities do you pick out which means that you love somebody romantically, that you got a partner that you want to spend the rest of your life with? Well, okay, let's take parts of all of them. You want somebody who you want to spend time with. You know, you want to do stuff with above other people. But doesn't that include your friends? You want to do stuff with them above other people, yeah? So does that make your partner, your significant other, the person that you love, your best friend? Well, hopefully, yeah. Does it make them somebody who you are sexually attracted to? If you're not asexual, then possibly yes. Is it somebody that you are romantically attracted to? If you're not aromantic, then probably yes. Is it somebody that you're infatuated with? Long term? Yeah, why not? You want to do stuff all the time with them. If that's what love is, what does it feel like? And that's the question I posed at the top of this video. Well, I don't think anybody really knows. Falling in love isn't a choice. Staying in love probably is. Love is a long-term commitment to your significant other. You forgive them for their faults, for their transgressions, for their neuroses. You forgive them because you want to, because you need to. You love them because they love you back, because they will do anything for you. And yes, you want to be romantic with them, and you are sexually attracted to them, if you can. Any and all of these things are love, and they're not really something you know until you have fallen in love. Perhaps you've got some good ways of describing how you are in love. You do leave them in the comments below. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. You can do that just underneath the video. And I make videos every single week, so it's a good reason to subscribe. You can do that down below as well. And therefore, I shall see you next time. Bye-bye.